Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato,
And apparently I'm from the early aughts.
and welcome back to Mindbreakers. We have an interesting movie for you today because I was led to believe this had something to do with Return of the Living Dead, but
It doesn't.
really doesn't at all. It is not a continuation. It's
Honestly,
also
just like it should have honestly been made in 2002.
it has
This
very
movie.
little to do with anything, and it's really hard to find because it is known as both Flight of the Living Dead, which is how Flight of the Living Dead Outbreak on a Plane, which is how
Yes.
Geo first watched it, or the way I first watched it,
Which is Plain Dead. Yeah.
And I prefer Plain Dead as a title, frankly.
Honestly, no. I like Outbreak on a Plane, dude, because this honestly should have like just been made either at the exact same time as Snakes on a Plane or like a little bit after. Because like,
I mean,
my God, is this just fucking 2002 cheese?
it has 5.1 out of 10. It's from 2007. It's unrated.
It's not great, honestly. It's really not great, but it's funny to see how much of a fucking like train wreck, or in this case, fucking plane crash of a movie it is.
It's
To be frank,
I
to
don't know.
be fair,
It's a 2007 zombie movie, and this is about the time where zombie films as a genre people were starting to get tired of it.
are you tired yet, guys? Are you fucking dead bored of fucking zombies yet?
Well, I'm
Guess
mad
what? We're gonna
sci-
have Walking Dead.
I'm amazed. Actually, that's
To
something
still
I
look
got.
forward to.
That is something I need to say before we get into this movie. Before I even give the little synopsis of it.
Uh-huh.
I am amazed that The Walking Dead did as well as it did for as long as it did.
Oh.
Because that came out in like 2009 or 2010, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
Like,
like, it's
we
still
were
getting
all-
long in the tooth, dude.
Oh yeah, it's still going, and I don't think
boring.
zombies are in it anymore. I gave up on it. I think in like season 10, I just like whatever. Why is Negan a good guy now? I don't care anymore.
Yeah, like why is Rick
But
like
the first
basically
few
reenacting
seasons-
the beginning of the series again?
But the first few seasons I really liked, and they were really good, and I was surprised because like 2008, people just kind of like zombie films were one of the most oversaturated things.
And it still is. Like it hasn't let up. It's still going.
We got
For
5G.
fuck's sake, we have a fucking
5G
literal
zombies.
movie about Rona zombies.
And of
Okay.
course, 5G zombies.
Which is
Zombies caused by 5G internet.
wow. That's the best concept I've ever heard of in my life. Where's my
Let's-
fucking pistol so I can shoot myself in the brain?
Let's not forget Corona Zombies 2 Tiger King.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's just shoot that into our
mad-
fucking bloodstream so I don't
a
wait.
mad scientist transferring a dead woman in a freezer with an armed guard on a plane to Paris. That's a sentence, apparently.
This is
There's
a
a period
sentence
at the
you
end
have
of that.
said.
There's a period at the end of that. That's somehow a complete sentence, even though it gives no information. After a bit of
Are you out of breath yet?
After a bit of turbulence, the freezer breaks down and she is awake and then turns into a zombie and starts to infect all on board.
I'm gonna
So-
die of like fucking blood loss.
So I will say this just saved us. This description just summed up the first 20 minutes of the movie.
I'm gonna go like drown myself.
Let's watch. This was your idea, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go jump in my pool and fucking drown myself after this. Okay, I'm gonna die of fucking a brain hemorrhage and like all of the like oxygen in my body just like slowly drifting away after this. Like this film does that to me.
Let's watch Plain Dead.
Fuck.
What is happening to me?
This virus is without a known vaccine or cure.
They wanted this virus as a bioweapon
There's blood everywhere.
to keep soldiers fighting after they were mortally wounded.
These things aren't human. Was
to deal with the special cargo.
Top-level contractor shipment.
Hey, yo, Tom.
You're Peter's best friend. What if somebody sees us?
Tony? Don't scare me like that.
Folks, looks like it's trying to get a little bumpy today.
These things used to bother me. The weather?
So we're going to be delayed getting into Paris.
We just had a temperature drop in the cargo hold.
What have you brought on board? Here, open the door. Where's the doctor? They're dead. 4239. Right there.
You were right, no bites, or...
I'm going to recommend to the president.
Bam, hurt.
You destroy Flight 239.
Help me.
Avoid to meet your populated area.
I have locked. Missile away.
He's got to be one of these dogs.
Frankie, coming up.
Okay, so the best part of this movie is the opening song.
It's really good.
It's Among the Dead by Shayna Zaid. It's a surprisingly good song for a mid 2000s rock song that opens a film called Plain Dead.
Honestly, it's oh god, it's just terrible.
I think
how this movie is so
I could
fucking
describe
aughts.
You know how I describe this song? You know, Can't Wake Up or whatever it's called
Evanescence,
by Evanescence.
Wake Me Up Inside.
It's Wake Me Up Inside, but good.
Honestly, it's still like a good song, but like honestly, there's so much better music out there. All right, if you're listening to like the theme song of fucking Outbreak on a Plane, okay, you've sunk very, very far down the musical rabbit hole.
It's a good song. It's on I put it on my MP3 player.
If you say so. I mean,
we do have a really crappy CGI opening showing like red blood cells.
this
green pollen and a CGI plane.
This opening
whatever.
like sequence just fucking it's the worst. It's so boring.
Okay, it's hardly the worst.
It's like they could have done something so much cooler. Honestly, they should have like been like showing either clips from the other movies or like
the other movies that this
actual,
is not in the
like,
same series
disaster footage or like plane crashes or like they could have thought of literally anything.
No. We're not doing the Dawn of the Dead opening. Dawn of the Dead was far worse than this.
But it could have been anything else.
Meh.
It's just like, oh my god, it's just literally just like cells and everything that they use later. It's like cell stock footage but worse. It's like shittily animated like cell footage.
So the plane is going to Paris.
Footage.
There are flight attendants talking about how when they get to Paris they're going to have a lot of the sex.
Wow, such cool fresh boy.
But these are the flight attendants, they're girls.
Such cool fresh boy.
We meet some of the passengers.
This movie is such cool fresh boy from 2000.
There are two couples who I don't care about. I just know that they get eaten by zombies and that's funny. They're so irritating.
the cheating the couple that cheats or like the two cheaters or the respective relationships. I'm sorry, relationships.
It was hard to
relationships.
All of the above. It was hard to keep track of what was going on and who was cheating on who because the girls looked identical and the guys looked identical, so I had no idea what was going on.
There's one that's clearly going out with the hot one, and he's just big
Which
jockey
is the
boy.
hot one? They're the same person.
He's just big bulky jockey boy, and he's like the first of them to die, I think. And then there's the dweeby one that's going out with blonde weirdo, and he's cheating with the hot one.
How can you tell? They're the same person.
No, I can tell. There's one bulkier, and then there's one like scullier.
I could not tell these two dunces apart.
He's also a decent looking guy. He's not that bad looking. This dweeby one.
I just saw they're both just douchebags, and I just saw "Eat Me" written on their faces. Like they had "Eat Me" signs on their backs for the zombies.
Well, I think he lasts a little bit longer than his girlfriend, the dweeby one, and then the hot one gets it around the same time the jockey one dies. They all just get it at the end. They don't really matter. It's just a matter of like, oh yeah, they all end up like, you know, like the pretty one ends up jumping the guy she's cheating on after, and then the blonde one ends up going after the big jockey one. Because honestly, she should have just been doing that from the get-go, because he could probably handle her bullshit.
Anyway, everyone's screwing around with everyone else. There are 3 scientists who have snuck zombie virus onto plane for some reason. Well, it's a drug that brings people back to life and
is it even the fucking malaria the toxin from the other movies? Is it like supposed to actually be those ones?
No, this isn't trioxin.
It should have been fucking trioxin.
No, Gio, you don't understand. What? This is not a Return of the Living Dead film.
But it is, though.
It's not by... No, it isn't. It's not by the same people. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just a zombie... Yeah, it should have been, but it isn't.
Honestly, this is on... Okay, guys. I'm going to be perfectly honest, okay? I have this on DVD, and it is under Flight of the Living Dead, Outbreak on a Plane, okay? This, to me, is the third Return of the Living Dead film that I watched. It is on a 3-pack of Return of the Living Dead movies I have, which I will actually just go get right now. Hang on.
Oh, joy.
Living Dead pack. Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave. I have a Necropolis, Rave to the Grave, and yeah, Flight of the Living Dead, Outbreak on a Plane. This to me is the third Return of the Living Dead film. Okay, and so it is listed on some places.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the third Return of the Living Dead film is Return of the Living Dead Part 4.
But to me,
well,
this is the third fucking Return of the Living Dead film, especially because it's called Flight of the Living Dead right on this fucking movie pack I have in my head.
Yeah, because no other movie has had the Living Dead.
It should have fucking been Trioxin.
It is. It's not Trioxin. It's unrelated. This is nothing.
Fuck everybody then.
It's a standalone movie.
Fuck everybody then.
It's a standalone movie, Gio.
Honestly, and fuck everybody related to this film then. They fucking lied to me. Also, the black stewardess named Stacy, she gets it, and she's on the cover of the fucking movie box.
Alright, Gio, so is Night of the Living Dead with a K connected to Return of the Living Dead?
It should be. Honestly, all zombie films should just exist in the same universe. And we should just agree on the rules.
But most of the Return of the Living Dead films are garbage. The first and the third ones are good, but 4 and 5 are
Rave to the Grave.
awful.
Rave to the Grave is pretty terrible. Necropolis is good.
Yeah, super terrible.
I like Necropolis.
We reviewed it, and you said it was
bad. I like it in comparison to this one.
Well, there's these scientists. They created some kind of cure for death, a la Herbert West Reanimator, which they got from mosquito DNA.
Malaria.
Okay.
Buckle your seatbelts, guys. Malaria. We're going back to fucking Far Cry 2.
And one of them is called Dr. Bennett. He's basically curing from... I thought this was a House of the Dead film,
and
it felt
He's
more
played
like
by
that.
the literally only good actor in this entire film, Eric Avarice.
No,
Avery, sorry.
Eric
Avery.
Eric Avari, who you may know from The Mummy. He is the one who Evie Hammond works for, and he hates her because she's clumsy and destroys his library. And he's also he's the Magi that isn't Ardeth Bay.
He's the secret.
And we also have David Chisholm, who plays Truman Burroughs, a cop who is escorting the single best character in the movie, Frank, played by Kevin J. O'Connor. Cool. Kevin J. O'Connor, who, well, if it isn't my little buddy Benny.
He's the other cool one. He's another cool character.
He plays Benny Gabor, who you probably may remember from The Mummy. He plays Igor in Van Helsing, another movie I really love.
The only other character we care about is
the only good characters in this are from The Mummy.
The golfer who's basically just Tiger Woods by a different name.
Yeah, Tiger Woods before we knew he was cheating. And I just have to say, I love the whole sandwall trick. It's beautiful. Bastards.
They didn't even deserve this sandwall trick. It was too good for them.
Oh, Carl, looks like I have all the horses.
Hey, Benny, looks like you're on a fucking plane that's gonna crash.
Oh, no.
That's a stand battle right there.
Please, zombies, think of my children. You don't have any children.
Someday I might.
I was confused at first because I couldn't recognize him because the only 2 times I've seen him in movies he's had heavy makeup on.
He wasn't wearing a fez.
But he looked like some kind of bizarre alchemical fusing of Steve Buscemi and James Woods.
Yeah, I know, he's a weird looking one.
I was like, wait, is Steve Buscemi in this movie? Awesome. Oh, no, wait, it's Kevin J. Richardson. Who's that? Oh, it's that guy. That's so cool.
It's pretty chill.
There are 2 pilots. There's Captain Ray Banyan and co-pilot Randy. I like how he doesn't get a last name.
Huh. Oh yeah, that co-pilot guy. Yeah, whatever. He's stupid anyways. Yeah. He shouldn't have fucking gone back into the cockpit. Honestly, he's a fucking dipshit.
And just the flight's doing its thing. There's a guy in the worst hazmat suit I've ever seen, holding an SMG on a fridge.
He's honestly, he's just he's in the bottom of he's in the cargo bay, under the ship, and he's got an SMG, and he's like, his orders are to shoot on sight. If he sees the captive, who is the doctor's one of the doctor's wives, cryogenically frozen with the fucking zombie virus in her.
Dr. Kelly.
Yeah, Dr. Kelly.
But the thing is,
patient fucking zero.
I have a few problems with this situation. One, he's not sitting directly in front of the box. It's down a hallway around a corner, and he's at the other end of the corner, so he can't shoot it as soon as it opens.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, this flight is doomed because the pilot's one day away from retirement. Okay. The fucking
that is actually
the stewardesses are getting interceptions on the Frosh guys, and honestly, fucking Benny's on the plane too, and the Mummy's probably gonna we're gonna get the sand wall afterwards.
The guy in the hazmat suit, they gave him this gas mask and hazmat suit and all this stuff, but they did not give him a pair of gloves. They didn't give him even a pair of rubber gloves. His hands were bare.
He's wearing the fucking
hazmat suit.
Helmet.
You're still exposed.
And his hands are just on the gun. It's like, what? You don't have fucking tack gloves at least? How cheap are your fucking bosses?
Hey, just get a pair of dishwashing gloves from Dollarama.
How cheap is Bennett in this fucking situation? You know.
So the plane takes off.
I didn't buy him gloves.
Doing its thing. The golfer's cool. Okay, this is something I have. One major problem I have with this movie, aside from all of them. This is post 9/11, right?
Yeah, 2007, dude.
2007 is after 9/11, obviously. Why did they let the golfer take his golf club onto the plane?
Because he's a golf pro, and he's polishing his fucking putter, dude. He needs to putt real good.
But you wouldn't be allowed to do that. Heck, they took away Frank's nail clippers, which is accurate.
They had to make it so that he's allowed to perform his purpose that he does all the time, which is just golf. When he's not cheating on his wife.
Also, his wife really hates that he's good at golf and that people want his autograph because he's a famous golfer. His wife hates that.
She has a tiny dick also. Can we move on?
So the plane takes off. The two douchebag frat boys are throwing
an interception by the stewardess Megan herself. A real good play there. Let's get a replay on that one.
She can't take the. Hey, she took the ball. She can't do that. Actually, I think she can. And then that's the end of that.
Yeah, it's like she just got it. The big guy's like, nice job, dipshit. Fucking good, you know.
I like the sassy nun. I really like the sassy nun. Who doesn't have a line, but just does the sassy hand thing to one of the two douchebags.
Yeah, she's honestly, she's the only other probably like halfway decent character in this film. Even though she loses her legs, we don't see her anymore after that.
Yeah, and it's something to be one of the only halfway decent characters when you're barely a character and don't have a line.
We don't. What happened to her? Is she dead? She's dead.
Probably. Yeah.
At the very least, like she got like killed in the plane crash. Almost guaranteed.
So we get turbulence.
Yeah, big turbulence for a big plane. That's only 25% full. A lot of head injuries. Apparently.
A lot of
Why
head
do we even
injuries.
have this flight existing in the first place if it's only 25% full?
So we can have zombies on it.
Nice.
Also, I don't know why these secret government employees, these renegade scientists, are transporting a zombie virus on a commercial airliner.
Yeah. And why are they using their real fucking names if they're on the run from the government?
Here's an idea. Either so you can't be, tracked by the government. Yeah. Use a private plane. You probably know someone who has a plane.
This entire movie, the government's like talking about, oh yeah, we need to find these 4 people who evaded capture from MedCon or whatever.
Take a boat.
You go find them. Sir, they're on this flight over here. The second they were gone on the plane, the fucking Pentagon would have known.
Also, here's another.
Showing their fucking real names like dumb fucks.
They need to get to France with the stuff, presumably to get away from the States. You realize you could just put the zombie virus in a car and try to run the border into Canada or Mexico, right? Probably a lot easier than trying to get through airport security with a zombie virus. Like, how would they let you do this?
And dude,
how would they let you bring the machine gun on the plane?
And dude, they're passing through fucking Canadian airspace anyway. It's like, well, you might as well have just fucking driven past the border. The second you're out of fucking U.S. custody, you're fine. You're beyond
also,
them.
Wait, I have a question, which is going to spoil the ending. But they're flying from the United States to Paris, right?
Yeah, they're going to Paris with this fucking
How do they crash
virus.
in Egypt? How do they crash in
Egypt?
Egypt?
The thing was on autopilot for a while. It steered them off course. Yeah,
okay.
And also there's no captain in the cockpit that's actually functional.
So the turbulence releases Dr. Kelly from the box. Yeah. The zombie lady gets released from the box, but she's not a zombie yet, and then she gets zombied.
Yeah, because she gets killed by the fucking guard, who says he wasn't going to shoot her, but does anyway.
And then it resuscitates. Yeah, because that's his job, is shoot person who come out of box. And then we have a zombie on
Pop goes
and
the
it
scientist.
just proceeds to be a just proceeds to be a big stupid chase throughout the
Honestly,
plane.
Monkey Chase the Weasel should play throughout this entire movie.
Everyone gets zombified. There's one funny one, which is because they're going through turbulence, so people buckle up.
Normally.
And so there's one old Asian businessman
Yeah.
who gets zombified while stuck in his chair.
He was following orders, dude. He was being told to sit down the whole time and buckle up. It's like, okay, yeah,
he looks, at least to me, you know that famous Chinese conductor? He looks like him. Like, a lot like him.
He also kind of looks like Miyamoto-san. Just a little bit.
So we have some military people discussing blowing up the plane full of zombies. And I think they should do that. That's a good plan. So they dispatch aircraft.
Yeah, fucking jet starts going at the fucking... The second they actually have, like, the outbreak and it's, like, confirmed and everything, the Pentagon's like, yo, we need to blow up this goddamn plane before he, like, fucking touches down and everything, because there's a zombie outbreak on this fucking thing, that trioxin bullshit, whatever the fuck they call it in this movie. Yeah.
They don't call it
malaria.
Anything. They have
the malaria that's on the plane and bringing the people back to life and shit. The shit that's capable of zomlaria. Yeah, let's blow that fucking shit up before it actually hits ground and everything's fucked.
So, while all this is going on, the prisoner who's with the cop, Frank, he escapes.
Yeah, he gets away.
Unfortunately, he escapes custody on an aircraft.
At first they think it's him killing everybody.
So he has nowhere to go. He's hiding in a cabin. No, he's hiding in a cupboard in the bathroom.
And he wants Stacy to make him a sandwich.
No, he's hiding in a cupboard in the kitchen, and so he doesn't want Stacy to make. It's just Stacy's taking a long time with all the stuff. She's like, "Oh, why do you make a freaking sandwich while you're at it?" It's like, "Yeah, take more time. I can keep hiding in this."
Eric, I know.
Freaking China cabinet up here.
I want to make a joke of him wanting a sandwich.
Oh, the joke that's not funny.
Benny would want a sandwich while he's hiding somewhere. Okay, don't even act like he wouldn't.
For some reason, the zombie virus makes your eyes yellow.
It makes you do lots of things. Okay, it makes you crawl around on your belly like you're Solid Snake through vents. It makes you want to pop out of holes like you're a fucking trapdoor spider. It makes you want to rip nuns' legs off. What else does it make you want to do?
I have something
want to
else
jump your boyfriend. Oh yeah, it makes you want to jump your boyfriend too.
So pretty much everyone except for two of the flight attendants, the cop, the TSI agent who's there for some reason, Paul Judd, and Frank, and the pilot are all infected. Then the pilot dies.
Yeah, because he was one day away from retirement.
Oh, and one of the doctors isn't infected. And the golfer's not infected.
Yeah, they're like, okay, the golfer and his wife are like the only two people that last, like, for the most part among the normal, group of passengers. Like the stewardess, Megan, she's the only, like, stewardess that makes it out alive.
Yeah, she ends up falling for the cop for some reason.
Stacy and
Frank's like, yeah, man,
and
go
the other
for
one,
it.
the blonde one, they get it really quick.
No, nothing of value was lost.
And nothing was truly gained.
Stuff just kind of happens for the rest of the movie.
Well, honestly, we jumped like right to the end by saying like, yeah, they're gonna get the jet to blow up the plane.
Well, it's just a lot of because the zombies take a long time to actually do stuff.
they're trying to mobilize and everything by like fucking Solid Snake crawling through the vents and fucking trapdoor spidering most people. It's like fucking you should just be in the aisles, literally just fucking running at them and jumping their cover and everything and trying to bite them. Like they're not all armed very well. Like honestly, Megan should have probably been bitten. If not for the fact that they had like the only two people that were like with her had guns. It was the TSA guy and Truman, the cop.
the zombies somehow rip through the floor of the passenger area, which I call bullshit on because those aren't wood or just carpeting. That's steel under there. Your zombies aren't getting through there.
Yeah. Also, the fact that like they were able to like specifically stick between the vents in just the right position that they can jump through the mirror into the bathroom. It's like, how fucking precise.
That was kind of cool. Okay, I liked that because it would have been fun in a better movie.
Yeah, but it still would have made no fucking sense. Also, they can't see through the fucking mirror. They would have to like literally hear whoever the hell's in the bathroom. Which, I don't know, it's not
and unfortunately
100% inaccurate, but whatever.
It's kind of mitigated by the fact that they're on an aircraft, but these are that kind of zombie. The kind of zombie I don't consider real zombies. Those freaking fast zombies that I don't like. It's really
dumb, especially because they're not actually like running at people for the most part. They're just like trying to like grip onto them while stumbling around on their own bullshit because they're on a fucking plane and they can't stand worth a shit. They can't balance. They're fucking infected, It's like, even though most of them, like, have no fucking weapons, the Asian guy still gets no fucking kills, even though he grabs onto, like, fucking, like, 90% of the people that are on the fucking plane.
I mean, he takes out a fighter.
Yeah, that's the only kill he gets. He doesn't get to bite anyone.
That's an impressive kill for a zombie.
I know, right? Miyamoto-san, like, managed to actually, like, jump his Mario on top of the plane.
He takes out this entire plane. He takes out this whole plane, and you see like one of the douchebag zombies. That still only counts as one.
Honestly, I think that's kind of bullshit too, though, because I don't think the plane seat could have actually done enough damage to a fucking military fighter jet.
Yeah, those things are designed to withstand missiles.
Like, come on. What, a stray, like, airplane chair is gonna fucking manage to, like, break through the glass of a fucking, like, bulletproof fighter jet, let alone take out the entire fucking cockpit and engines and make the thing spin out and crash? Like, fuck off.
It's like in survival games.
How heavy is Miyamoto-san?
It's like in survival horror games where you somehow can break a crowbar on an enemy. Or in like Last of Us 2, where some infected managed to tear apart a moose. No, the moose wins.
Moose wins fatality.
Moose are gigantic monsters.
Honestly,
like they look really funny, but they're giant monsters.
Honestly, anybody that says like, "Oh yeah, you should probably just fucking like try to stop their car." Or if you're about to hit a moose or something on the road, yeah, fuck those people.
Well, you should try to not hit the moose because
you should try not to hit the moose.
Will try to fight your.
Fucking stop before you hit the moose.
The moose will try to fight you.
If you manage to actually stop your car in front of a moose, it's gonna fucking ram you anyway, probably. Just scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, like swerve around the moose.
Exactly, there you go.
Like, deer gets scared and like, guess I'll die. Moose are like, fight at last, a worthy challenger, and they lower their head.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you try to slow down, the chances of that moose going into your fucking cab with you is pretty fucking high. Crushing you to death, Like Miyamoto-san.
They fight zombies. There's no other way to put it. I'm surprised they kill any zombies because there are 0 headshots in this.
Yeah, most of them are fucking body shots, but then again, you said it yourself, it's not fucking, it's not trioxin, so.
True. But so they don't know.
Nor do they care. I mean, for fuck's sake, they let a stoner be a TSA guy.
Yeah, he looked like he was.
Dude, he was in the other movie. He was in Rave to the Grave as the stoner.
Well, that's another reason this can't be connected because the stoner died.
Yeah, but he's alive here. As
that
TSA
means it's
man.
not connected. That means it's not connected. It's not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I can find at least one character, okay, that was dead in, like, Necropolis and is alive in Rave to the Grave. Like, I'm almost guaranteed.
No, you can't.
I'm almost guaranteed I can find at least one.
Also, this guy was never in Return of the Living Dead.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes. I'm looking at him in 2005 and 2004. No.
Fucking, he's in Rave to the Grave. Who plays the stoner in Rave to the Grave?
No, he
looks
is.
exactly like him.
What's the stoner's
I don't
name?
fucking know. He's the stoner. Fucking wow.
Because it's not this actor.
It has to be.
It isn't.
It has to be him.
Or you could, just take my word for something for once, since I just looked it up.
No, it has to be him.
You can stop constantly second guessing everything I say, maybe.
It has to be him.
Alright, you can continue to be wrong. Whatever.
Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, trapdoor spidering people,
Zombies.
Miyamoto-san killing the fucking plane. What else happens?
Hole in the plane.
Oh yeah, that takes out Miyamoto-san.
They get sucked out.
And doesn't jettison everyone.
The zombie.
For some reason.
Nope. I don't get it. Shouldn't it take out all the oxygen?
Yeah, honestly, everyone in the plane should be fucking slowly choking to death.
The nun gets her legs pulled off, but we talked about that.
Yeah, and we never see her again. Like, it's not like our heroes want to fucking drag her away so she can, I don't know, maybe get like robo legs or like fucking machine gun fucking Planet Terror legs later on and actually be a badass.
They go to the cockpit. Frank figures out how to fly the plane. They land in Egypt. Dr. Bennett has been zombified. He becomes the coolest zombie because his lips are bitten off.
Yeah.
He looks like he's the best looking zombie. He gets sucked into the turbine.
Yeah, he falls into a vent. He falls through the vent that they're all crawling on, the golfer and the other one, his wife and the other guy. And he falls into the zombie hole, directly in there, through the entire goddamn plane. Lands in there, fucking hung by a noose made of wire. Okay. All the zombies bite him, and he's still not done after that. He comes back up just so he can get jettisoned.
Yeah, he's a zombie.
Yeah, exactly. But he comes all the way up just so he can fucking fly out the plane. Because the golfer fucking commits
It's amazing. It's amazing how few of these zombies are actually killed, because when the plane crashes in Egypt, I think Kabul is Afghanistan. Yeah. But it crashes in Egypt. And they're like, good, we won, let's go. And then all the zombies are still alive and go to the small Egyptian village.
Egypt. This is truly the beginning of the Mummy. we have Benny alive. We have we have the professor. We have
Look, you know what they should have they should have done?
And we instead have of Paul
Judd. Instead of whoever plays Paul Judd as the TSA agent, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, honestly, they should have just got the entire cast of the Mummy in on this film.
But to do this zombie plane movie.
In 2002.
And this movie was intensely disappointing. Yeah. You know why?
For many reasons, but list yours.
But the main thing is the idea of zombie outbreak on an enclosed environment like an airplane is perfect.
It should be good.
There's such a good. This should be good because you have so many dangers. You have the zombies for one. Two, you have what happens if we run out of fuel. What happens if the pilots are killed? And you can't use guns because you're going to put a hole in the plane.
No, Merrick. What happens when pilot is killed? That should be the question. What happens when pilot is killed? Because honestly, a fucking viral outbreak that is like flesh-eating monsters on a fucking enclosed ship that's even if it's 50 to 15% full, okay? Still very fucking bad odds of anyone getting off that shit alive, okay? Especially because no one knows how to fucking fly after the captain's dead.
Frankly, the only smart people in this movie were
Frank.
Were the military trying to blow it up. Frank.
Yeah, Frank. And also, the military I find is very stupid, okay? Because they never even watched one single fucking zombie movie apparently, because they're literally like they're finding out afterwards the second like they actually know that that's a viral outbreak on this thing. They're like literally just like describing step by step what a zombie movie is.
Well, it's the thing in a lot of zombie movies is that zombie films don't exist in the zombie movies.
Not all zombie movies, but they do in Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, but this is no, they don't exist. Zombie movies don't exist in Night of the Living Dead. There were not zombie movies before Night of the Living Dead.
Sure they do.
All right, which Romero zombie film exists before 1968?
They don't need a Romero zombie film in there. They have Coach Romero. He stopped making zombie films. No,
Coach Romero is not a character.
Coach Savini
is not a character in Night of the Living Dead.
Because they have Coach Savini.
Do you not know what you're talking about? Are you getting Night of the Living Dead and Return of the Living Dead?
No, Night of the Living Dead. The last one, Rave to the Grave, has Coach Savini in it.
Return of the Living
It's
Dead.
part of the Night of the Living Dead series.
Not whatever. You're getting the title wrong.
It's still part of Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead is a classic. Return of the Living Dead, Rave to the Grave is garbage.
Okay. Return of the Living Dead, then.
Thank you. That's the one.
Just because I get them mixed up sometimes. Ooh. The big whoop.
You're also wrong about this being connected
but it should
to
be
Living Dead at all. It isn't.
But it should be. It would be better because it would be.
It would be worse because it would be connected to to some of the worst zombie films.
They could have had the tar man actually do something in this.
He did something in this.
No, he hitchhiked. That's all he did.
That was funny. He attacked some people. He killed
one. So he could hitchhike. So he could get the fuck out of the movie.
It would have worked better if instead of some Dr. Kelly who we don't know anything about, was the tar man.
You know what you should have done? You know what you should have done, Merrick?
Have the fridge have the tar man in it?
Yeah, have the fridge have the tar man in it, okay, after he hitchhiked to the fucking airport in the last movie. That's what should fucking happen.
Yeah, but that would... Or we could just discount Rave from the Grave,
Rave to the Grave
as having happened because it's an objectively bad film.
Well, yeah, that it is, but I mean...
Okay, let me put it this way.
If we're trying to make it connect to the canon, that would work really well.
Gio, do you remember the black guy in Rave to the Grave?
Yeah. He was real smart.
Do you remember how he was in the fourth one? And he saw what trioxin does, yet decides to make hallucinogenic drugs out of the thing he knows makes zombies.
Well, there you go. There's two characters that they're in the same film. They're in the franchise and they come back.
No, they're in 4 and 5. They're in 4 and 5, but they're not in this because it has nothing.
Well,
to do
they should have had him in it.
Well, it didn't.
He could have been one of the jock guys. You would have been a better jock guy than any of the other ones. Or maybe even golfer. The golfer.
Anyway, this gets, I don't know, 2? Yeah, it gets 2
Honestly,
out of 10.
This is the perfect 2 out of 10. This movie's like entertaining sometimes and also like really just fucking mind-numbingly stupid.
It's entertaining once the zombies show up, but there's a very long wait before the zombies show up. I still would rank it above
Necropolis.
Rave to the Grave.
No, Rave to the Grave, yeah, for sure. Necropolis is
okay.
Better,
Necropolis, though. I hated Necropolis.
It's a better movie though than this. Can we at least agree on that?
I don't know. No.
I don't know, man. I like it more, honestly. This is a 2 out of 10 for me also. Like, at least we agree on like the fucking rating for it.
The thing is, Necropolis had no good characters. At least Rave to the Grave had the 2 Interpol
Honestly,
guys.
you don't watch Necropolis for the characters. You watch it just to like see the cool action violence and the final.
You mean the shaky cam garbage? And the worthless cyber zombies?
Yeah, worthless cyber zombies and the fact that they get like grenades whipped at them or something in some sort of fucking like Resident Evil-esque fucking final climax.
Look, Gio, if in a zombie movie, a zombie sprints, it has to struggle to get more than a 0 for me.
I know. But I'm not defending that fucking movie, okay, that well. Like, I'm trying to just say, like, it's a better movie than this, okay? Because, like, this is fucking...
Okay.
This is pure, like, fucking bullshit out the fucking camel's ass, alright? This is fucking... This is such a nothing movie, okay? This has no fucking worth beyond, like... Oh, hey, let's have fucking two casting fucking characters from The Mummy. Like, and just fucking have them sit on a plane and fucking cash grab whatever the hell we can from, like, fucking 5 years ago and, like, Stupid Tragedy and fucking stylish, like, not even stylish, just, like, try to capture the feel of those 2000 early aughts films before the fucking cash cow runs dry.
It seems kind of bold to do zombies on a plane.
This lame
and
also.
The military intention and the military trying to blow up the plane. Post 9/11.
They were like, ooh, shock value. This will sell tickets. Wait, is this even gonna run in theaters? Probably fucking not. But let's try to make as much money as we fucking can about this dead horse.
Just like I can say about some of the Hannibal books, this is not as good as it was when I saw it in high school.
Did you jump when you saw the final ending scene of Benny the jump scare man in the makeup?
No, it's like I forgot that it ended with just that.
It's so lame. It's so like it's such fucking trash.
I mean, this was the time when the internet was, like, made of jump scare videos. So it's understandable.
It should have been
anyway,
made in fucking 2002 when it was actually good.
Next time we have zombies. No, we don't. We have not zombies.
Not zombies in the not Egypt.
We have a hospital full of horror movie stuff.
Okay, so
a horror hospital.
Yeah, fucking from you
with William Shatner.
And from you give this a 2 out of 10, and I give this fucking zombie stand battles fucking getting punched out by fucking bullshit fucking camel crab. Okay, literally, there's a stand called Camel Crab, and he lands them in Egypt. The whole plane goes down.
I like your
B.I.G.
I like your funny words, Magic Man. See you guys
terrible.
next week.
Bye.
Yes, it was. Bye.